Hello guys, so welcome to our pre-match analysis for the match between Arsenal versus Fulham. So nobody me for the studio. Are they here with Ogachi Nedu? So someone can analyze and dissect the lineup and tell you that the matters arising with this. So Ogachi Nedu, how far? I would say so.
Baba Choose, I greet you, my brother. How you doing now?
I just do. All right, for those who just join and for the benefit of those who never see the lineup, we'll just pull the lineup up. Let them see who and who they play and who I will not play. Make I rush, put them up. So for the goalkeeping department, number we'll get our Aaron Ramsdale. Then for the right back, Ben White continue. Then Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. 90 for the centre back duty. Then Kieran Tierney is back. Kieran Tierney don't replace Zinchenko. Then for the middle of the park, we have a Granit Xhaka and El Neni. These two people 90 for the middle of the park. They will come get Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli behind Gabriel Jesus. Then for those who come there for the Benjamin, we can get Matt Turner, Cedric Suarez, Tomiyasu, Rob Holding, Marquinhos, Lokonga, Emil Smith-Rowe, then Vieira and Nketiah. These are the people who they use today. So Oga Magnus, first of all, no Partey. We don't know what's happening. For press conference, I thought I said everybody is fit. Now we don't have a Partey. Do you think we are going to miss Partey today because El Neni don't play in first match of the season? Are we going to miss that understanding and that bonding between the team?
Baba Choose, so within they say this is definitely there's gonna be some who will miss Partey, definitely, because it is very, very difficult for you to change a winning team. So this team, they don't play together for the first 3 games and they had a good performance. They won all the 3 games. Now you change two changes there, which is Tierney and Partey. So we will see how the game could be. From there, we'll make the final analysis, whether we are missing Partey or not. But for now, let's see what Ellen is gonna do and what Tierney is gonna do. Then we'll go from there.
All right, so Oga Magnus don't join us for the studio. So Oga Magnus, for the benefit of you when you just join, and for our super community members who just join the show also, make I pull up the lineup, make una see who they play and who no go play. So normal, Aaron Ramsdale for post, Ben White the right back, Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba the centre back. Tierney don't replace Zinchenko. Xhaka and El Neni for middle of the park. El Neni is replacing a Partey. Now we have a Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli staying behind Gabriel Jesus. Then those we have on the Benjamin, we have a Matt Turner, Cedric Suarez, Tomiyasu, Rob Holding, Marquinhos, Lokonga, Emil Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira, and Nketiah. Now, Oga Magnus, we are missing Partey. We are missing Zinchenko. Will this affect us? Do you think the replacements are capable enough to do the work we want them to do?
Okay. Greetings to Gunners in Nigeria and all over the world. Sincerely, I don't see this lineup like 30 minutes ago. And I've been to follow one website online, so I gone to follow comments when people talk. People talk say them no happy, say the lineup they weekend and all that. But my response to that is if this is our lineup, if Neni is coming into a game we're playing against Fulham and would they complain, then he has no business being in Arsenal. I don't really understand me. If Neni cannot play a game against Fulham, now against Tottenham and Chelsea and Man City, go play. Which other one will Mame play? So, so he's there. He's there to cover up for Partey, and Partey has an injury. He has a knock on his leg. So this is a time that Eleni should come in and show his worth. The last time he was called upon for him to cover up for Partey that was injured towards the end of the season. Yes, he came in. He did his best, and his involvement got us to where we were. Else we could have been worse than where we are now. So sincerely speaking, I want to give him the chance. I don't want. Yes, he's a degrade to Partey. I agree, But I don't want to say that because of him we're going to miss Partey. Then in terms of Kylian Tierney is not supposed to be a worry for us because that is his will I say a position that he has owned before Zinchenko's coming. But Zinchenko has held sway in that position for 3 games now. This one now, the 4th game where we won't play. So for Tierney to come in to replace Zinchenko, these are the things we are supposed to be seeing from now to the end of the season. You know, the coach mixing up players and all that. So we should not complain. It's only when you have been maybe you have been introduced and you don't come to play well. Now we're going to complain. But for now, the last time Eneni was called upon, he answered his name. Tierney now owned that win before Zinchenko came in. Apart from these two, now the normal lineup now they play. So I don't see anything we could worry us with. This game is supposed to be a win game.
Okay. All right, Oga Magnus, you don't talk very well, so make I check some comments before I come back to Oga Chinedu. So, honors, let's go. It was a Partey injury-prone issue. It's a serious concern. That's why we need depth in our squad. Then Oga Fred, they talk say, is Partey injured? Yes, he is injured. Yusuf Papasola, they talk say, Oga Mr. Then Collins, they say, we need Partey replacements. Then Justice, they say, the Partey injured. CM, Oga Chinedu, let me come back to you now. You see the reason we make people they complain about Fulham. Now because of what they don't do for their first 3 games. Fulham draw almighty Liverpool 2-2. Fulham draw Wolves. You know, see they be stubborn side. Fulham can't beat Brentford. I think it's at 3-2. So that's why people they look Fulham and say themselves they never lose. They are unbeaten this season and they are coming from the championship where they win the championship. So that's why people they fear them. But do you look at that Fulham team and feel we can get a point or we can beat them? Like we're not supposed to fear them. Like, are they shit packer in your eyes?
Baba, the name Fulham definitely is a shit packer for the eyes of Arsenal. Definitely a shit packer. But the fact remains, say this is Premiership. Anything can happen. But they're still shit packer. Now, why people they complain about Eleni, like Oga Magnus talk say if Eleni no fit,
play against Fulham.
Play against Fulham. Now Chelsea, I be these guys may go fit play. That means you're not supposed to be. That means you're not supposed to be in Arsenal team. So that being said, I believe say we go beat Fulham, regardless of say they go play Wolf, play this guy, draw. This is a different Arsenal team with different mentality. We are here to get our 3 points, and the only thing where I want make Arsenal improve on now. Look at Liverpool beat Bournemouth 9-0. 9-0. Exactly. I want make Arsenal when we say if they press you, would they knock you even 20-0? Not be say we're gonna give 2-0, 1-0, we just relax. I don't want that kind of thing. 10-0 is okay, 20-0 is okay, more than knock you because that thing will make other team they fear us. Say, oh boy, these guys they gonna knock you ton. You understand? So yeah. I still believe say we'll go beat Fulham. Now who they get? Who they there? Nobody they there now. Nobody did there. Now Fulham will be, and this one and London kind of derby.
Now London derby, yeah.
Now London derby. So say London derby, they always dead serious. They always, regardless of the team. Crystal Palace be the lead Man City. 2-0. Still, for you to not say Crystal Palace na shit packer. If now Arsenal they lead that 2-0, Man City no come back. You understand? Yeah. If Chelsea they lead 2-0 under that circumstances, Man City no come back. Or Liverpool they lead 2-0. How Crystal Palace going to lead 2-0 for against City? They can't relax. City can't they win the 4-2. That shows that they be shit packer. Fulham na shit packer. We go knock them today. They understand say all those initial gragra no be anything.
All right, no one. Oga Joka don't also join us, but before we reach Oga Joka side, Oga Magnus, when you look people when they talk, say this Fulham side, look at what they've done since coming back to the EPL. They've not lost a game. They played against an almighty Liverpool side. See the way they played. Does it not give you cause for concern that Arsenal are playing with some new people with the match rusty, like an El Neni that have not played, like a Tierney where they come in like 10 minutes to go. Like now we are missing Partey, not just one first 11, we are missing two. We don't play the first 3 games. Does it not bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. The thing that I be saying, what we're supposed to understand, each game they different. Each game they very, very, very different. You know. So, like for instance, we've been beat Crystal Palace first leg 2-0. They no score any goal. The next game, you see what they do. The next game they beat Liverpool, who then been beat again, something like that. So games are very different. Say Fulham, they do all these things. They do. Maybe they were able to do it because of the pattern and the kind of players they played against in those 3 games where they played. But playing against Arsenal, now different kind of team, different kind of players, different kind of pattern. So be exactly the same thing where they go still meet today. Yes, they can only try. But the only difficulty I'm going to see in this game is because it's a London derby. London derbies are always very, very difficult. But Arsenal, I think Arsenal will still edge them. You know, like I said earlier on, you know, Neni may be much rusty, Tierney may be much rusty, but these are the times they are supposed to register what they can do, because what Neni has been in Arsenal for like 4 or 5 years now. He has been in Arsenal thereabout. So he knows the team in and out. So if in this kind of game he cannot come in and show his character, sincerely speaking, he should be sold before the end of the transfer window. If he cannot show his character today, then there's nothing he's doing in Arsenal, sincerely speaking. So I think he will be able to represent us very, very well and do what he's supposed to do.
All right, Oga Don and Fabian, they talk say we are winning this game. No need for much talk. So I bet you they talk say Arsenal for Fulham too. Oga Lucky Obina said they say, come on boys, winning is our culture. Sky Tony they talk say, who be Fulham? Every shit factor. Oga Joka, you don't see what they talk about now. What will they talk now about those where they miss for our first 11? We are missing Partey, we are missing Zinchenko. Now, when you look at Fulham, now, do you think we can win without Partey and Zinchenko? Because we know the new dimension with Zinchenko they bring for this Arsenal setup. So what's your take on people who they miss versus this Fulham?
Well, it's a good thing that Nene and this other guy have opportunity to perform. It's just like what we talked about last time. If you get opportunity, grab them. So, you know, the 3 games we just played, we win all these 3 games with these players. So every other Arsenal fans, you know, anytime they miss, they didn't see these other players, definitely they will be kind of scared, you know, be like, why? Especially when they are fit. You understand? So, but the thing is this: is a new dimension, in the sense that Arsenal have played 3 games with these players, so it's very easy for the other coach of the opposite club, you know, to read what the game will be like with the likes of the players, you know. But then now we have the like of Nene and this other guy.
Tierney coming back.
He gives the game another dimension, you know, and also give the Arteta, you know, the reason to see the loopholes that are still in the team, why the transfer window is still on. So if they play very well today and deliver, probably maybe we score more goals than the goals we already scored on the 3 games played. Maybe Arteta will see reasons. Okay, I can see that the mathematics now is what it works for us. It will give him another, to look other directions that are priority. But these two key players now that are not available will show if actually Arsenal have a very big problem in that midfield and the left back.
Okay. All right.
So it's a good thing that both these two have the opportunity to perform. So let's see what will happen, because this is still early days in the Premiership. So a lot of things can still happen. So we will see.
All right, no wahala. So Oga Baba Sato said don't join us for the show. So let me start from Baba Sato. Baba Sato, Arsenal versus Fulham. If now you be Arteta, how are you going to approach this game? At least the first half, because we all know no two halves are equal. So how you take approach this game?
First of all, good afternoon to all Ghana's fans and CHUKS and Chinedu, Oga Joka and the rest. I greet all of you, Baba. Much love.
Welcome.
I greet you.
You're welcome.
And other things we say, the match of today not be waiting. We will just write off. Say Fulham come from League One Championship, which is League One. Say we'll just write them up. Say they're not will be better person like the ones who will all play. If you look the life of the way they play Liverpool, you will know. Say just like at the year for GLF TV this morning, where I choose to talk about this year, striker score almost about 40-something goals in that same League One. Presently now, I don't come and don't score almost about 3 goals now. So it's a very big threat as well. Not be waiting you just write off, say no better person there. So
yeah,
I just pray say make Arsenal utilize the opportunity. Just like I'm not really happy this afternoon because I was even praying and I was even happy for Man City and Chelsea. Say and they say they don't lose finish. I don't know say they turn up will come back again. So the team pay me, most especially that Man City pay me well because I just be one make them lose as well. So all the time, I just pray say we will get our 3 points. That is just all. Even though say now 1 goal or 2 goal, anyone about 3 points is matters. That is all that matters. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, actually, let me come back to you now. How would you approach this game? What would you be telling the boys in the dressing room? Like what did Baba Sato talk? Fulham has a striker called Mitrovic, who scored 43 goals last season. Arteta already won the ball. Say this guy bad though. The guy don't score 3 goals this season. He scored 2 against Liverpool. For you to know, say he score against big team. So how would you be approaching this game? What would you be telling the boys?
So Baba choose, this game like Oga Sato talk say we are not writing them off. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree with Baba Sato. Now, London that where this team be.
Yeah.
So every opportunity where we get, this will not be saying we will get opportunity, we not go score. If we get 1,000 opportunities, we knock that 1,000 opportunities. Now the kind of mentality where I want to make Arsenal, where I want to make our team get. If we beat you 3-0, not be saying we go beat you 3-0 with the last. Look at Liverpool. Score this people 9-0. So every opportunity, even if now 200 goals, we could knock them 200 goals. You understand? That is for us to prove a point, number one. Number two, make we continue to attack them, they press them. If we control the press, definitely they go open their eyes, we go bang them anyhow. That's how it be.
All right, no while now. Oga Joka, what do you say when you're reason these guys for this first half? I also say your head said the reason Mitrovic. So what's he going to reason there?
First of all, I go tell them say there's no room for mistakes. Score as many goals as you can score on the first half. Don't just score 1 or 2 and then relax. Continue with what. If you are doing a good job and you score the first one, you continue the good job, you score the second one. Continue to score. If you can score 20 goals, go ahead and score. You understand? So there's no point giving them the opportunity to come and, the first form of the best form of defense is attack. So attack and attack and attack and attack. Don't relent, because if you relent, you might conceive some, goals that will give them the upbeat to come and, hurt you bad. So If you get opportunity, they score, because the more you score, the more weak they become. So that is what I would tell them if I'm the Arteta.
Oga Magnus, you don't hear what everybody talk. So what will you be telling these guys? And keep in mind, they have a Mitrovic. How are we even going to tame this guy to keep him quiet?
Well,
Oga Magnus.
concerning Mitrovic, the same way we keep Zaha. How we take keep him quiet? The way we take keep the ones who will play against Bournemouth and which other team will play. The same way we still keep them quiet.
Jamie Vardy,
like I told you, Jamie Vardy and others. Like I've been tell you before, say games stay different, teams stay different. Maybe the players where he play, the defenders where he play, maybe the kind of defenders we have. So games are very different. You go see games where play a defender where they bang it. See now the same Liverpool where Man U beat 2-0. Now him go knock Bournemouth 9-0 now. You know, so games are always very, very different. Games are very, very different. This one is also different. For my team Arsenal, if I'm the one to advise them, I will tell them quick goals. The same way they did the last time. Get 2 quick goals. Before 10 minutes, knock one, knock another one. Very, very early. If you do it very early, first of all, you go depress them, you go demoralize them. You know, they're gonna play catch up. Why you not settle down and play the game how you want it to be played. But if you know fit score first goal, 10 minutes, you know fit score 20 minutes, you know fit score 30 minutes. Them times they have a chance in this game. So let them go for it. And if mistakenly they get one, you know, you don't cause problem for yourself with that. You know, we are not at the level of Man City yet that can be 2 goals down and score 4. We never reached that level yet. So what you do, the best thing you should do is just go for the goals. Get your goals early enough. Get your goals early enough. Score the first goal, score the security goal, and then play the game the way you want it to be played. So early goals. Okay. That's what I'll be going for.
All right, no one. Baba Sato, you see this match between Arsenal and Fulham, there are some things that are at stake, apart from the London derby level. As in the last 30 games, so we don't play at home against Fulham, we have never lost. We have never lost against them. That one, our own pride. Now, secondly, there's something big where some of you don't even remember. Fulham have former Arsenal goalkeeper called Ben Leno. This guy will be super motivated to make sure Arsenal no put 1 goal past, and the same way Emi Martinez will always be motivated if Arsenal they play Aston Villa. So this game today now, how do you think we fit do about it? Because if this guy knows how we keep before, is it today? With what Arsenal don't do and with Ramsdale, this guy go do like 1,000,000% motivated. I don't want to bypass this guy now.
First of all, I just want to clear that impression. We're not getting to with one. You know, Arteta say, when you are good, you represent the form where you be. When you are bad, you need to move away from there for that person to come in. So Ramsdale come to take his own position. So now making deal like that. So we're not getting into it with one. That's outside that. 2. Other thing I'll try to tell you, Baba, now ball where you see now you go cash. But where you not see now go cash. You understand? But not always about to say you go put more effort, more than any other team where full and one play. But when it comes to informant team where for new command, he go like one do even heads to make them understand say the regret of people selling him. Even though say no even sabi keep for all this while, when it comes to I go tell them say, now me with this same keeper will make una drive me now. Don't still forget. Now so Ramsey go still buckle up today. Say today now the 2 of them one compete for this match now. You understand? One compete for this match now. So let her not be threats to me. Although he's a very good keeper, not always about it. Now ball will see go catch. If you neutralize go to come, my brother go your team look and enter. Now waiting I get with that one.
All right. Actually, what do you think about this Leno matter?
Oh boy, the matter tire me. Just like Baba Sato talks in a ball where you see, where you go catch. If you don't see him, you don't go catch him. That being said, you go see say our attackers go neutralize the defenders. that means Leonard no go see the ball. Now the defenders be the main thing. If you neutralize the defenders, I go see a ball from Jesus, Abi Saka, Abi Martinelli. But now knock we go knock these guys. You understand? Go knock them to front and back. You understand? So this time not the fear. The main thing be say now London derby will go show that supremacy. No say for London will get pride. So that pride, the history don't dey there. Not be today we will come weak. You understand? So we must represent. Just like say we they play Tottenham.
Open the gates.
Everything is there at stake. We they play Chelsea, everything there at stake. We they play Crystal Palace. We will go for Seahawks Park, go win them. Now the same thing we will go do today. So no shake it.
All right, no while that. Oga Joka, you don't see this match now. Overall, how do you think we can win this game? Overall, because just briefly, so that I go let Oga Magu talk. And Tari self, welcome to the show. We have less than 4 minutes to go. So overall, how do you see this match?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Oga Joka, proceed.
Okay, overall, it's going to be a tough match because it's a London derby. But I don't think FULHAM. I don't know how good Lenore can be for them. Although he will have a point to prove. The same way
Exactly.
he will have a point to prove. It's the same way Ramsey will want to show the reason why they make him the number one ahead of him, why he was at just like waiting Babasa earlier. So all I see there is Arsenal win, and it's gonna be with a very big margin. So I'm looking at maybe 6-5-0. You know? Just
Okay.
yeah, that's what I see.
Okay.
For me, I don't know for
All right.
I got you there.
No one. At the same way, one of our commenter Adeni Hazan the talk. We were to say FULHAM go collect Woto and non so self the talk say now 5-0 go end. So Tari, I take this match Arsenal versus FULHAM.
Well, I know I came in late. Good evening to everyone here.
Yeah,
I really missed the show, and I'm glad to be back here. Well,
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough game, no doubt. FULHAM is not a small side. Let us not look at it that way. They are not a small side. That's one thing we should erase from our mind. We should just try and focus on the game, play the game, be organized. If Arsenal can just get the right touches, the right things to do, definitely it's going to be an easy game for us. We've seen that FULHAM, I think like they were the one that drew Liverpool 2-2 or thereabouts.
Yes, now, 2-2. Yes,
So
now.
you cannot underrate them. They are a good side, but with the stats we have against them, I'm believing we can beat them comfortably. We can beat them comfortably in today's game. They will play well. That's no thing. There's no doubt about it. They're going to play a very good game. But at the end, Arsenal is going to win. That's just how I see it.
All right, no wala. Oga Magnus, overall, how do you see this game? Overall, briefly.
Water, 5080, all those ones. No, I don't subscribe to all that. No.
Thank you, my brother. Now,
Yes,
the truth,
3-0.
points happen. I think 1 point, 3 points is okay. Yeah.
See,
Someone
for me,
can-
like Basato just talked now, I'm not going for a 3 point. Even if na 1-0, I'm okay. All I'm asking for in this game is just win the game for me and do not concede. See,
That's
that clean sheet, what would they do? That clean sheet, what would they do? It they give me joy. If better may you give me 2-0 than you play 5-2.
Yeah.
It better may you give me 2-0 than you play 5-2. So
Yeah.
I prefer win the game, get me a clean sheet, play a decent game,
And we move ahead.
and let's come out on top. See, as my sister they talk, it's going to be because of the London derby and all that. But come and conscious,
Yeah.
FULHAM na small team. Even if they draw Liverpool, whatever, na still small team. A team that just came from relegation. Come meet you, we don't get there for donkey years. They play year in, year out. They are small team. But they are a good side. That's the word. They are a good side.
Yeah.
They are a decent side. So, but we should be able to show our superiority. Number one, we should all the odds there for us. They are playing in the Emirates. They are playing in the Emirates. So I don't think we should be so worried. If we don't get a win in this game, sincerely speaking, we should ask ourselves as Arsenal some questions.
All right, no wala. Okay, do what to be your prediction sharply before we go watch the first half?
I need my 3 points.
Okay. And what to be your prediction? How many 1-0 is okay for you?
1-0 is okay for me.
Baba Sato.
2-0. 2-0.
Baba Sato 2-0. Okay. Ogama to say 5-0, Abi.
No, he said 6 self.
I want that 3 points, even if now any amount of goals, but make that 3 points. Make that 3 points stick. Hope they top the league.
I'm going for 2-0. I'm going for 2-0.
Okay, no wala. Tari, I don't know whether you hear me. Tari, what's your prediction for this match?
Okay, I'm going for a 3-1.
What's your prediction?
3-1
All right.
scoreline.
All right, I'm
I'm
going to go watch the first half.
3-1.
All right, I'm going to go watch the first half. Come back. Don't be file out.
All right.
All right, now.